Hello, my Gemini friends. Karen Barney, Karmic One Tarot, bringing you your February 2020 general reading. What's happening for the Geminis in February of 2020? We have the Page of Wands coming right out. I was going to say that general readings are just that. They are made for many. So check your moon and also rising signs and take appropriate action. Take inspired action. Page of Wands there for the Geminis. What's happening in February of 2020 for my Gemini friends? February. Thank you. We have the Empress. Inspired action to create something, my friends. What is it you're creating? It's happening for the Geminis. Geminis in February of 2020. Gemini, February of 2020. Ooh. Nice. The Ace of Pentacles, my friends. This is your creation. This is what you've manifested here. The Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity, a new job or promotion, a new financial path. It could even be a windfall, a lottery winning, an inheritance. Any of those. A surprise, most likely. What's happening here? It may have been something you're working on creating as well. What's happening here for the Geminis? February of 2020. Geminis, thank you. We have the Eight of Wands, so lots of messages back and forth. I have the Knight of Wands here. So not only do we have the excitement and the inspiration, we have the element of change, my Gemini friends. This is where things start to change. Beautiful. All right, what's happening here with the Geminis? What do we have? How many? None? Oh, goodness, I thought I saw some. I guess not. All right, what's happening for the Geminis? The Geminis. February of 2020. What's happening for the Geminis? Thank you. We have the Ten of Cups. How beautiful is that? So, my friends, if there is a new child, this could certainly represent a valuable, tangible piece in your life. In other words, a child. This is going to complete your family. These changes are going to happen fast. All right. Now, the Empress is not just about children. It's about creation. It could be regarding a mother figure in your life, but really this is about creation. What are you creating here? Are you creating a new financial path that you've got to change a few things perhaps in your family to be happy? Happening. Got the Four of Swords. You may have to travel away from them for a short time. You may be taking a break to heal and recover and rest from whatever this is. What are the changes that are coming in? What's happening here for the Geminis? One more card. And a commitment. A vow. An oath. This could represent a marriage. This could represent a very structured environment that you work in. It could also represent, just working within your own integrity on this, whatever it is that means to you. And the Chariot card, bottom of the deck. So things are going to be moving very quickly, very swiftly, messages back and forth. What is it that you are inspired to create now, my friends? What is it you're inspired to create, my Geminis, in February of 2020? What are you creating? The Five of Swords. Creating conflict? That doesn't make sense. The Five of Swords is a card of weariness. Are you, maybe that's what you're resting and recovering from, your weariness. It's a card of victory, most definitely, but it is also a card of struggle and strife. It took you a long, hard road to get there. So what do we have here? That's quite a lot. We're going to turn these back. Just one or two cards, please, for the Page of Wands. What is the Page of Wands doing here? What is the new path? All right, so let's look at the Page of Wands here. This is where you get inspired. This is where you get excited about things. Perhaps there is an ending that you've just left behind, and you do need this rest and recovery in the bosom of your family, the family you've created, the commitment that you've made. So what's happening here with the Page of Wands? The Page of Wands. Thank you. The Magician. You're excited about what it is you are creating, my friends. You've been It sounds like you've been working on this for a long time, but in your mind, this is something that you've had designs on for a long time, and it's about time that it's started to pay. The Five of Swords, you know, is and here's your commitment again. What is that? The Five of Swords. That's what's throwing me off here, guys. The Five of Swords is conflict and strife. You know, I think you have a new idea on how to change that. How to manifest these new opportunities out of this struggle and strife. One more time, please. What's the Five of Swords here for, please? What's the Five of Swords here for the Geminis? Well, there you are, my Gemini friends, and the Page of Swords. So there are some conversations that may be difficult, some with a partner or with yourself even. You know, the Lover's card is your card. It's also a card of duality. So it's asking you to look at both sides. So look at the different perspectives. Did you really win? Did you really win? Okay, so maybe you want to change your tack a little bit. What is the Empress here to represent? The Ten of Cups, the Empress. You know, whatever it is that you're working on creating is your happiness. It is going to bring you joy. It is going to bring you contentment. And you've been working on it privately. So whatever it is that's caused you struggle and strife, my friends, your tools are going to kick in. You're going to have a new inspiration, a new spark, a new idea, a new excited passion for what it is you are creating, literally creating here, manifesting with the Magician and the Empress. All right, and it is going to be representative of your contentment, your joy, but you're doing it behind the scenes and you're doing it for your future. So I don't know, perhaps you're committed to it, but your partner has not yet been made aware of it. Maybe you're not even aware of it, and it's self-examination that's going on here, and whether or not you're committed to bring this about. So tell me what the Four of Swords is about here for me, please. Why is the Four of Swords here? What are we resting and recovering from? What are my Geminis taking a break from? Are you taking a break from this commitment? Did you step away from it, and that's been the cause of struggle and strife, and now you have a renewed passion for it? Geminis. Four of Swords. King of Swords. It is your decision to step away, my friends, and that's an authoritative final decision. It is your decision to take a voluntary step away from whatever, and I want to say this partnership or whatever it is that you are creating, whatever it is you've made a commitment to, you are stepping away. King of Swords can represent an attorney. Of course, it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the King of Swords, he's very matter of fact, he's very calm, and he is going to analyze the situation in such a way that it's not emotional to him. I'm not saying he doesn't have deep emotions, he does, but he's not going to let you see him. It's business. This is business. What's happening with the Four of Swords? The Four of Swords. The Six of Wands, he's in the success business. And sometimes you have to take a step back and take a step out to let things play out, to let things come into clarity and to recover your own strengths so that you can move forward. And maybe it's something that you needed to recognize right now, what was happening here in this conflict. And you have to decide whether or not it is something that you're committed. But you're going to do that by taking a step back and recognizing it, taking a step back and looking at it from, was it a success? Was it a success? Can it be a success? That's the decision. And justice, it is going to balance out. It is going to be fair. You may even need to make something legal. So are you taking a step back from a commitment and making it legal with your attorney and publicly pronouncing that you are taking a step out? I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that. But, you know, it's here. It's a possibility. So what is the Knight of Wands changing? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they're fiery, action-oriented. You know, the Knight of Wands is a great gung-ho energy and someone that is very passionate, very charming, and very confident. He's got a lot of swagger, okay? But he likes to do a lot of different things simultaneously. He's very scattered sometimes, and he can be a wanderer. So you want to make sure if this is someone that represents perhaps someone that you are working with or involved with, it is going to be a situation that you're going to have to look at closely and monitor. This is the King of Swords. Step back, monitor it, recognize what's happening, and bring it into balance when it's your time, when it is the right moment. And you're going to get the messages that'll tell you when it's the right moment. When you can bring these guys into alignment, you'll be able to move forward. But yeah, it gives you a couple of sleepless nights between now and then, between now and the Six of Wands recognition. Okay? So let's see what else happens here. What's the Knight of Wands here for, please? He gets wrapped up in a bunch of things and he doesn't necessarily finish them. That's going to be the challenge. That's going to be where you have issues, okay? So you may have been fighting with someone, something, about or for something that you are truly committed to manifesting here and creating for your future. And it's been happening behind the scenes, but now you might have too many irons in the fire, as they say, and you're going to need to concentrate. You're going to need some support too. You're going to need that comfort and joy and contentment to help build you up. That's where you're going to find your strength. That's where you're going to find your recovery. What's happening with the Knight of Wands? What is it he wants to change, my Geminis? What is it the Knight of Wands wants to change? It's your decision either way, but he wants to change something. Did something fall? Let me see. Oh, we'll find it. The Knight, thank you. The Chariot. There are going to be obstacles to this move you want to make, whether it's a literal move or a figurative move. There are going to be some challenges, and these are the conversations up here that you have to commit to, that you have to be true to. You have to wear your integrity proudly. So if you've committed to a new project, my friends, it is going to bring you contentment and joy and perhaps a new financial path. And you're going to be hearing about it soon, but the challenge is going to be the alignment. The challenge is going to be the focus in how you get there, okay? That might be where some of this conflict is. You've got differing ideas, and while you may have won the battle right now, there are still some difficult conversations that come up with a partner or even with yourself, as we mentioned, okay? You've been doing this quietly behind the scenes. It's something that you haven't talked to a lot of people about, but that's okay because this is for your future. This is where you're going to shine. So when are the messages coming in here, please, for my Geminis? What are the messages coming in for my Geminis? The Eight of Wands, swift movement. Okay, that's what's going to kickstart this Chariot into movement, okay? It's almost like it's a jump start. Okay, remember when you used to have to go downhill and pop the clutch? That's what's happening here, my friends. And it's going to cause a realignment. It's going to be, these changes that you're trying to make, it's going to cause you to focus on bringing them into alignment. So that's a really strong message. Did you get that? The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is, that financial opportunity coming in. Hearing news of it, exactly that, news of it, and messages flying back and forth, and the challenge is going to be moving forward. So the Eight of Wands here, the Eight of Wands. What is the news that's coming in? What is the important, valuable news? The Eight of Pentacles. It involves your work. Both cards, eight. Let me see. Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So, this is going to be a situation that transpires in a period of 8, whether it's 8 days or 8 weeks. I don't think it'll be 8 months, but it is a situation that's going to come in the next few weeks, I would say. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of honing your craft. It is work. It's nose to the grindstone. It is about creating something perfect, something you can be proud of. The Nine of Pentacles, next card, an accomplishment card, right? It's creating something you can be proud of, and that is this joy and contentment here, my friends. But there is some sort of commitment involved as well. So let's look at the joy and contentment. Where is that coming from? The Fool card. Ah, lovely. So it's not in the end result, my friends. It's the journey that is going to bring you joy. This new opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles, new financial path, perhaps, is what's going to bring you joy, my Gemini friends. Tell me why the Ten of Cups is here. This is your future. It's what you've been working on creating. Your happiness is what you've been working on creating. Tell me what the Ten of Cups is. Thank you. The Two of Wands. All right, my friends, this is where you have your choice. Are you going to be happy? That's the simple question. Do you choose to be happy? The Two of Wands, crossroads, action or inaction. You're going to bring this into focus, or you're going to stay scattered. Are you going to bring the Chariot into alignment so that you can move forward at a very, very fast pace, my friends? And this has the potential to be very, very lucrative. Don't be afraid of it, my friends. Do not be afraid of it. The Eight of Swords. There's another 8 for you. So this is going to be a challenging 8-week period for you, I think. The Mercury retrograde begins, or rather the shadow period begins February 3rd. And I believe it runs through the end of February. I don't have my dates in front of me. I apologize. So be careful you don't self-sabotage here, my friends. What is the commitment here for? Your ego. Don't let your ego get in the way. All right? That's this, my way or the highway situation here. Aren't you tired of that? Don't you want to create some joy in your might Now, it might take other people to do that. There might be a partner situation. All right, let's look at the Hierophant here. What is it that you have faith in? What is the structure that you have? What is the structure that you're building? What is the structure that you are creating? Could it be a vow, an oath, a marriage? Could it be a contract, a new financial opportunity that you are committing to? What's happening here? The Nine of Swords. So you have anxiety about it. Here you go. You have anxiety about this commitment. You have anxiety about whether or not your faith is strong enough. And you know what? Truthfully, if you have the Eight of Swords out here, then you're wavering. So you need to put on your courage here. These responsibilities are not going to go away on their own. This is something that you need to work on. And you have the tools, my friends. You have the Magician here. You have the commitment to it if you choose it. All right? And things will change. They will morph for you. But you've got to take the action here in order to be happy. You have to choose happiness, my friends. All right. What is the Hierophant here for, please? Thank you. The Five of Pentacles, a lack, and the King of Wands in reverse. So there's a lack of control here, my friends. Things are out of control. That might be why this Five of Swords is out here. You're tired of it. Things are out of control. So now, my friends, are you going to bring about this control up here? Do you have a new idea on how to do it? Do you have a new inspiring tool to use to bring this into control? To bring it to heal? Is it a partner or is it yourself? I think it's probably your own ego. You need to commit to this, my friends. You need to get yourself together and commit to this. Anything further here on the thank you? The Four of Pentacles. You need to hold on to it. Whatever it is, whatever this commitment represents to you, my friends, you need to hold on to it. It'll serve you well, but you've got to get control of it again. There might even be a financial lack here that's out of control. That's what worries you. And you may have to move because of it. But you've got to look at it as a new journey toward happiness. If you are moving and it's bittersweet, there are challenges to moving, you're going to have to look at it as the better new financial beginning for you. Tell me what the Ace of Pentacles is here for, please, for my Geminis. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for my Geminis? The Star card, yay, when you wish upon a star, right? Look at the star inside the pentacle as well. The star right here. This is meant to be, my friends. This is where your faith kicks in. If you have a lack of faith, if you're out of control, if you have a lack of action, King of Wands is the action king. He's the CEO. He's the director. You're out of control, or someone is out of control. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Is there a fire sign in your life that is a little bit wonky right now? Certainly possible. It's worth holding on to, but again, you've got to regain control. And this is a situation, my friends. This is what you wished for. So how do you bring it in? How do you bring it in here, please, with the Ace of Pentacles? You use your Gemini Queen of Swords attitude. It's give no blank. All right? It's a situation where you're going to have to be tough. This Queen of Swords is the Queen of Swords is very blunt. She's very sharp. Okay? She's very fair, as well. So you're going to evaluate this, but you're going to have to look at it and say, you know what, is this really what I want now? This is a decision you need to make. I think if you get it into the proper alignment, this can be very beautiful. But, you know, this is a situation that you've manifested, and now you're going to have to decide, is it truly what you want? Thank you. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, my friends, having boundaries, having standards, having that wall that nothing can penetrate. So, you know, if joy is waiting for you, if it's been operating in the background, if you've had some difficulties and you are truly committed to it, you know, this is a situation that you're going to have to perhaps yield a little bit. The Nine of Wands, you're unyielding right now, and that will have to change. You'll have to decide to allow this in. This is a very valuable piece, my friends. The Knight of Pentacles, you're going to have to go a little bit slow. Now, I know we're talking about a financial opportunity here, or a new commitment, okay? The Ace of Pentacles can represent a commitment as well. Financial path that you've wished for, that you have to decide and analyze and really, you know, maybe it's not the right one for you right now. The Nine of Wands, you're fighting it off. It's not up to your standards. But I think you need to look at it carefully, all right? Really investigate it over here with the Page of Swords, whether or not that's within your own heart and mind, or whether it's involving the actual opportunity. You're going to have to investigate it, take a good look at it, because it is something that is a viable option here. The Knight of Pentacles is always, always, always successful, and that's an earth sign, grounded and practical as well. So one foot in front of the other, my Gemini friends. Go at it in a slow and steady pace, but you have joy here, but you need to choose it. It's going to have to be your decision with the Queen of Swords. Wow, Geminis. I have the Unicorn Oracle deck here, so let's see what it has to say for you as a final message. The Unicorn Oracle, final message for my Geminis. Intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. You know, I think that this is an excellent card for you guys, because you already know what it is you want. You want this joy. You want this happiness. And truly, if you choose it, you can have it. Nobody said it's going to be easy. And there are going to be some egos. There's going to be some doubts. There's going to be, you know, some real choices that you're going to have to make. But you can have it if you want it. Wow. New journey for you. New journey. Choose happiness, my Gemini friends. That's the important lesson here. Message, I should say. Choose happiness. Geminis, thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate you supporting my channel with likes, shares, and subscriptions. If you haven't already, please do consider that. And if you'd like a private reading, please check out karmic1tarot.com, where you'll find my services and my schedule, and we'll get something set up for you to speak soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.